Welcome to the channel. Today we are traveling back more than 100 years into American history to uncover one of the most fascinating and misunderstood coins ever produced by the United States Mint, the 1906 half dollar, a coin that quietly passed through the hands of bankers, merchants, and everyday Americans. Yet today it can be worth life-changing money if you know what to look for. This episode is especially important for coin collectors, investors, and anyone who loves hidden treasure, because the 1906 half dollar is not just old silver, it is a historical artifact from a powerful era of American growth and industrial change, and some rare examples are now among the most wanted coins in American history. The year 1906 sits in the heart of the Barber coinage era, named after Charles E. Barber, the chief engraver of the United States Mint. At the time, his design appeared on dimes, quarters, and half dollars. And while many Barber coins were heavily used and worn down, a small number survived in extraordinary condition, and these are the coins that collectors are fighting to own today. The 1906 half dollar was struck in three major U.S. mints: Philadelphia, San Francisco, and New Orleans. Each mint produced coins with subtle differences, and these differences are the key to big money value today. Let us start with the Philadelphia mint coins. These carry no mint mark and had the highest production numbers. Most of these coins entered circulation immediately and were used heavily in daily commerce, which means finding a high-grade example today is extremely difficult. A normal circulated 1906 half dollar may be worth only its silver content or slightly more, but an uncirculated example can explode in value, reaching thousands of dollars depending on condition. Now we move to the San Francisco mint, identified by the S mint mark below the eagle on the reverse. These coins had lower production and were often transported across long distances, which caused heavy wear. Many were lost, melted, or damaged over time. High-grade 1906 S half dollars are rare and desirable, and when found with strong detail, full rims, and sharp lettering, collectors are willing to pay premium prices that continue to rise every year. The New Orleans Mint produced the 1906 O half dollar, and this is where things get very interesting. New Orleans coins are famous for weak strikes and poor storage conditions, which means truly high-quality examples are exceptionally rare. A well-struck 1906 O half dollar with original luster is considered a prize coin, and auction results have shown values climbing into the tens of thousands of dollars for top-graded pieces. One of the biggest factors that separates an average coin from a legendary one is condition. Coin grading is everything in the world of rare coins. A 1906 half dollar grade, MS65 or higher by professional grading services, can be worth more than a luxury car, while a proof example can be worth even more. Yes, proof coins. Proof 1906 half dollars were specially struck for collectors using polished dies and planches. These coins were never meant for circulation, and only a very small number were made. Proof examples feature mirror-like fields, sharp details, and stunning eye appeal. Today, an original proof 1906 half dollar in high grade can sell for massive prices and continues to be one of the most desired Barber proofs in the market. Another major value booster is originality coins that have never been cleaned, polished, or altered are extremely valuable. Cleaning destroys value, and sadly, many rare coins were damaged by improper handling over the decades. If you find a 1906 half dollar with natural toning, smooth surfaces, and no harsh shine, that is a very good sign. Collectors also look for strong details in Liberty head. The word Liberty must be fully visible on the headband. The eagle on the reverse should show strong feathers, claws, and shield lines. Weak details lower the value dramatically, while sharp details increase it instantly. There is also exciting news for modern collectors. Demand for Barber half dollars has been rising steadily over the past decade as silver prices increase and collectors move away from modern coins. Interest in classic US coinage continues to grow. Wealthy collectors are competing for the same limited supply, and this has pushed prices higher year after year. Another reason the 1906 half dollar is gaining attention is survival rate. Millions were minted, but only a tiny fraction survived in collectible condition. Every year, more coins disappear into private collections, never to be seen again. This scarcity is exactly what drives long-term value growth. Auction records tell an incredible story. Coins that sold for a few $1,000s 20 years ago are now selling for many times that amount. The trend is clear. High-quality Barber half dollars are becoming blue-chip collectibles. If you think you might own a 1906 half dollar, do not rush to sell it. Take time to examine it carefully, check the mint mark, study the condition, and consider professional grading. This single step can be the difference between a modest value and a historic payday. For new collectors, the 1906 half dollar represents opportunity. It is old enough to be historically important, rare enough to be valuable, and still accessible compared to ultra-rare 18th century coins. It is a perfect bridge between history and investment. For advanced collectors, it is a challenge coin. Finding the right mint, the right strike, and the right grade is difficult but rewarding. This is why the 1906 half dollar continues to be one of the most hunted barber coins in the market. As we reach the end of this documentary, remember that great treasures are often hiding in plain sight. Old collections, inherited coins, and forgotten drawers can hold remarkable surprises. The 1906 USA half dollar is proof that history can still pay off today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most fascinating silver coins, make sure to support the channel and stay tuned, because more legendary coins are waiting to be uncovered and the next one could change everything. As we continue deeper into the story of the 1906 USA half dollar, we must understand the America in which this coin was born. The early 20th century was a time of massive transformation. Railroads stretched across the nation, factories roared day and night, and millions of immigrants arrived seeking opportunity. The half dollar was a powerful coin back then. It represented serious money, wages, groceries, and business transactions. This was not pocket change. This coin mattered. In 1906, the United States was still on the gold and silver standard. Silver coins like the half dollar carried real intrinsic value. People trusted them because they were made of precious metal. That trust is one of the reasons these coins circulated so heavily, and also why surviving high-grade examples are so rare today. The Barber half dollar design itself tells a story. Liberty wears a laurel wreath, symbolizing honor, strength, and victory, while the eagle on the reverse stands proud, holding arrows and an olive branch, showing America's readiness for both peace and defense. Every detail was engraved by hand into steel dies long before modern machines took over coin production. This craftsmanship is something modern collectors deeply appreciate. Many 1906 half dollars were used in saloons, general stores, banks, and train stations. They traveled thousands of miles, passing from hand to hand, picking up scratches, nicks, and wear. Each mark is history, and each worn coin tells a different story. Yet collectors today search for the few that escape this harsh life. One of the most fascinating aspects of collecting the 1906 half dollar is die variety. Some coins show minor differences in lettering, spacing, and strike quality caused by worn dies or adjustments at the mint. While major errors are rare, even subtle variations can add interest and value, especially when combined with high-grade preservation. Another layer of value comes from toning. Natural toning develops over decades as silver reacts with air and storage materials. Coins stored in old paper rolls or envelopes often develop beautiful rainbow or deep golden colors. Collectors pay strong premiums for attractive original toning because it proves the coin has not been cleaned or altered. The market for classic US half dollars has evolved dramatically. In the past, collectors focused mainly on date completion. Today, condition, rarity, eye appeal, and originality matter far more. A common date like 1906 can outperform scarcer dates if it survives in exceptional condition. This shift has made hidden gems incredibly valuable. Professional grading services have changed the game. A 1906 half dollar certified and encapsulated provides confidence to buyers around the world. Coins graded MS66 or higher are now considered elite and often appear only once every several years at major auctions. When they do, bidding wars erupt. Some record-breaking sales have shocked the collecting community. A single proof or top population, mint state 1906, half dollar can sell for the price of a house. These coins often end up in long-term collections, museums, or investment portfolios and may not return to the market for decades. Collectors often ask why Barber half dollars are gaining momentum. The answer is simple. Supply is fixed, demand is growing, and knowledge is spreading. As more people learn about classic coins, interest increases, but the number of surviving high-quality coins never changes. Another important factor is generational wealth transfer. Many old collections are idea what they owned. When rare coins are authenticated and sold publicly, prices reset higher, creating new benchmarks for value. The 1906 half dollar also benefits from being part of a complete Barber set. Collectors attempting full date and mint mark sets must acquire one example from each year and mint. This constant demand supports prices and creates competition even during slower markets. Let us talk about mistakes collectors should avoid. Cleaning is the biggest value killer. Even light polishing can destroy decades of natural surface and reduce value by thousands of dollars. Another mistake is improper storage. Heat moisture and PVC plastics can permanently damage silver coins. Proper storage is essential for preserving long-term value. It's tied to history, rarity, and collector passion, not hype. As the years pass, fewer untouched examples remain. Each time a top quality coin is locked away, the remaining supply becomes even more precious. This silent shrinking of availability is why long-term trends favor classic silver coins. The story of the 1906 USA half dollar is far from over. In fact, we are likely still in the early chapters of renewed appreciation. As younger collectors enter the market and global interest grows, American classic coins continue to gain international recognition. This coin connects generations, it links the industrial age to the digital era, it is metal history, memory, and value combined into one small, powerful object.